A journey of 1,000 miles, as you know, begins with the first step. Our presenters, Anton Dukravets and Zhuldyz have already traveled hundreds of kilometers across the endless expanses of our homeland. In the last episode, we climbed to the highest waterfall of the Tugan Gorge called Kazakh, tried to unravel the cosmic secrets of the valley of the Torish Bowls in the Mangistau region. Issyk Lake struck us with its magnificence, and we also discovered a sacred place, the underground Sultantepe Mosque. Anton and Zhuldyz are full of energy and are ready for new adventures. And today, the first film crew led by Anton will explore the East Kazakhstan region. You will learn what secrets the Bukhtema reservoir holds and discover Altai. Zhuldyz will continue her journey across Mangistau, and today she will visit the fabulous Valley of Castles. Are you ready for 25 minutes of travel with us? Then sit back and enjoy. We continue our journey, and today we have reached the East Kazakhstan region. Judging by the sun's position, it's 8 p.m. And somewhere here there should be Bukhtema reservoir. I really hope we'll get there before dusk. Don't forget to follow our journey by the hashtag acrossthekazakhland. One can fall in love with the landscapes of the East Kazakhstan region from first sight. Here a unique landscape echoes diverse cultures and traditions. The trip allows learning about the rich nomadic heritage of the Kazakhs, the intricacies of fishing, visit the deer farm where the local old-timers will share some of the most mystical local legends. All this will give you unforgettable impressions. The road to the East Kazakhstan region was a real test of endurance for our film crew. Torrential rain, strong wind, cold temperature. But today, luck is on our side. The weather has returned to normal, the sun has finally come out. We hope fortune will favor us further. In the meantime, the group understands which way to go next. Let's find out whether our colleagues are lost in the vastness of Mangistau. Traveling through western Kazakhstan, one wonders how contrasting the natural landscapes are here. The endless Caspian Sea, unique ancient monuments of architecture, cosmic landscapes. A week won't be enough to see everything. And today, our second film crew is heading to the Valley of Castles in the Iraqti-Shomanai Mountains. It is a 2-hour drive from the city of Aktau to the valley. From afar, the valley resembles castles with spikes, towers and colonnades. But in fact, these are residual mountains. Fantastic mollusks that once inhabited the ancient sea formed mountains of indescribable beauty, and tectonic movements formed the landscape. When the water was gone, the wind, like a jeweler for many thousands of years, carved masterpieces from rocks and spurs. The Valley of Castles is waterless and practically devoid of any tree-like vegetation. You know what they say about the Mangistau Peninsula? The land here is bad to the bone. Is it possible to survive in such conditions? We will tell you later. For now, let's move to eastern Kazakhstan. Anton is completely alone now, without a mobile connection, the internet or even a simple map. Endless steppe. Not a single soul around. Our host, Anton Dukravets, is trying to find the Bukhtema reservoir. Today we are all used to using electronic maps, navigators and other gadgets. One click will give you the route to any destination, and here, alas, civilization is far away, and so is the mobile coverage. So Anton will have to pave the way to the reservoir from his memory. We hope that he has no problems with it. The Bukhtema reservoir, or as the locals simply call it, Bukhtema, is located 100 kilometers from Oskimeh. Bukhtema appeared April 19, 1969. On this day, the Yetis River poured its waters to the mountain valley. This event had not been expected for at least the next 10 years. In 1951, construction of the Bukhtema hydroelectric power station began. It was built fast, without breaks in severe winter weather conditions. the hunters and fishermen started coming to the lake. Year after year, they built small houses and other facilities here. These were the founders of modern Oskimen. Soon the news about the wonderful natural water reservoir spread beyond the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic, which led to appearance of recreation centers. It is already pitch dark. Our film crew will not reach Buktimar today. Therefore, we decided to rest and continue our journey in the morning. Dear viewers, if you missed one of our episodes, then you can always find it on our social media with the hashtag acrossthekazakhland. Our second film crew is working despite all the challenges. Even 40 degrees Celsius heat does not stop them. Going on a trip to the valleys of Mangistau requires preparation, food provisions, water supply and warm clothes. It is warm in the daytime, but at night the temperature drops to 10 degrees Celsius. Strong wind often rages at night and dust storms are frequent too. You should be prepared for all of this if you decide to come here. If you are not afraid of challenges and love wild nature, then you will definitely like this trip. There are 3 types of travel available in Mangistau: recreational, religious and cultural tourism. The most popular one is the recreational tourism, allowing the travelers to rest, restore their physical and mental well-being. Locals believe that these mountains have a positive impact on the people. The valley keeps many secrets and legends. From a bird's-eye view, one can see how it stands out due to its size and unusual shape of a horseshoe. Locals believe that it brings great luck to the travelers. There is a sublime trail leading to the summit of Irakti, or the Forked Mount, from the southern side. The locals say that there is a deep cave there, which one mustn't enter. Shall we go and see for ourselves? Zhuldyz, perhaps you shouldn't do that. There are various beliefs and mysticism around this cave. Well, her curiosity still prevails. While Zhuldyz is climbing the cliff, we suggest finding out where Anton is now and how was his night in the steppe. The nights in the steppe are cooler. Therefore, bringing a tent and a sleeping bag with you is advisable. When you go to extreme travel destinations, you never know where you will spend your next night. Everything turned out all right for Anton, and we continue our trip to the Buktimar reservoir. Just look around. No, this is not a Van Gogh painting. This is the East Kazakhstan region. Somewhere here our Anton is looking for a path to Buktimar. In the meantime, we'll visit a Buktimar village nearby. Its history began in 1861, then it was decided to build a military fortress here to strengthen the border with China. In addition, Russian officials believed that trade routes could be built through the settlement. Later it turned out that it was inconvenient for the caravans from the Celestial Empire to pass through the mountainous area, and shipping on the Yatis River was poorly developed. However, the village still gained wide popularity among the scientists, artists, poets and musicians traveling to Altai. It was impossible to drive past the fabulous landscapes and not to stop here, at least for a couple of days. Artist Nikolai Petrov noted that these mountains are as grand as the Alps. The foothills of the Altai are considered one of the most picturesque areas of Kazakhstan. It's amazing how deserts turn into forests and steppe transforms into the mountains. There are a lot of rivers and lakes here. Over 40% of Kazakhstan's water reserves are concentrated in East Kazakhstan. And here is our Anton. He finally found the reservoir. So beautiful. It was worth it. Let's go and fill the water. The reservoir is surrounded by mountains. Here on the slopes, viburnum, bird cherry, hop, dog rose, rhodiola rosé and many other medicinal herbs grow. Eastern Kazakhstan is a storehouse of healing plants. The fauna of the region is also diverse. Bears, foxes, wolves, hares, wild boars, or owls are its main inhabitants. The catch will also be rich in case you want to fish. This is the largest reservoir in Kazakhstan and is one of the world's top 5 largest artificial reservoirs. Its area is 5,490 square kilometers and its average depth is about 9 meters. The coast is shallow, so one can walk in the water safely. The water is clean and warm. Unfortunately, we do not have much time. By evening, Anton should reach the Karton-Karagai National Park. Therefore, swimming will have to be postponed until the next time. Otherwise, Anton will again have to spend another night with the wolves in the middle of the steppe. The second film crew should hurry too. There is still a lot of interesting places to see, but Zhuldyz nevertheless decided to climb to the top of the Iraqti Shomanai mountain. Only the brave dare to do this. The mountain has a steep ascent, the road is slippery, and there are strong wind gusts. Zhuldyz has finally reached the peak. Dear viewers, do not forget about our photo competition. To participate, you need to take a photograph similar to ours, share it in the social media, or post it in the Instagram with the hashtag acrossthekazakhland. Are you ready? Let's see how she decided to descend from the top. While Zhuldyz is figuring that out, let's see what Anton is doing. As you may have already noticed, Anton Dukravets is traveling on foot. He often chooses destinations that are not accessible for cars. In the last episode, he walked on foot in the mountains of the Almaty region. This time, he's more fortunate. There is a flat steppe all around. Anton refused any transportation means. Well, off you go, Anton. We would like to remind you about the competition. If you can repeat one of our photos, post it on Instagram with hashtag acrossthekazakhland, you have a chance to win interesting prizes. Anton got to the Karton-Karagai, the largest national park in Kazakhstan. The area of the protected area exceeds 500,000 hectares. The park is located in the most picturesque area of southern Altai on the border with Russia on the one side and with China on the other. If you have never been here, you need to start planning a trip. Why, you may ask? Soon you will understand why. Even our experienced tourist, Anton Dukravets, who is not easily impressed, said that he would return to these places again and again. And there are several reasons for this. We are in the state called Yasnaya Polyana. There is a log house with a birch door, but someone is already living here.
Вот так. Интересно, березовая дверь. А здесь у нас кто-то уже живет. Кажется, жильцы.
The guest house is located in the middle of a birch grove. Clean fresh air, birds chirping, cozy houses, feels like you are in a fairy tale.
В доме пахнет интересным.
The house smells of wood. It gives me a sense of freshness. The interior is neat. It has an authentic and local style, the Altai style. I love it. There is a fireplace here.
На Алтае цивилизация. Ну, в общем, по-моему, очень даже очень прилично.
And it looks like it's fully functioning and is often used.
И судя по тому, что на ней стоят вещи, она явно функционирующая.
The guest house has been created for those who want to rest from the city noise and bustle, who want to turn their phones off and just be alone with the nature. After a long journey, this is a real paradise for our film crew. This feels like a time travel a little bit. Everything represents a different time, but it's cozy and comfortable too. Anton is happy because he has a roof over his head for tonight, and Zhuldyz feels like a real princess of the Valley of Castles in western Kazakhstan. The mountain range from the system of small mountains is called Shomanai. Exiled Ukrainian poet and artist Taras Shevchenko was here in 1851. These mountains struck him, and he made a series of drawings called the Valley of Castles. Irakti mountains really look like magnificent castles with towers, colonnades and fortress walls. The desert is deprived of any vegetation, only sand and stone. If there is no tree, there is nothing. Taras Shevchenko wrote so about this place. Mangistau region features all types of deserts: sandy, turfy, stony deserts and semi-deserts. But not only this natural phenomenon attracts tourists. Many come here to look at another riddle of the humankind, the ancient rock paintings. In the 1960s, Alan Medoyev worked here. It was a large Mangishla complex expedition which was engaged in research of the Stone Age and engravings. Then they published a book about the local rock engravings. These are images of horses, riders and warriors.
Лошадей, там изображение конных воинов, там и так далее.
Here you can find the remains of ancient animals. The caravans of the Great Silk Road also pass through the Valley of Castles. Here tourists can find gold or silver coins, jewelry or precious stones of the past centuries. And while Zhuldyz is dreaming of a valuable discovery of the Mesozoic era, Anton continues not believing his eyes. Unique landscapes, diverse flora and fauna. The Altai territory is listed in the 200 priority global environmental regions according to the Worldwide Fund for Nature. Yasnaya Polyana has peculiar hexagonal houses. They are called ail. Guys, how great it is! 3 beds, a wonderful smell of wood, a roof. I'll go see too. Anton liked it so much here that it seems he's even ready to end his journey here, and we will have to look for a new presenter. Listen, you can even stay here to live. It's so beautiful here. Each house is designed for 3 to 5 people. There are comfortable beds, electricity. Bathhouses are heated in the evening, and in the big house there is a kitchen where you can optionally prepare your own food. The second crew members are hungry and exhausted. It's not dinner time yet. Sizzling Mangistau heat has completely consumed them. On the east side, I can see the small spherical nodules adjoined to the ridge of the Shomanai Mountains. These spheroids are of perfect shapes, like bowling balls. The Ustyurt Plateau is filled with stone balls. In the last episode, we went to the valley of Torish, where the locals told us how these stone balls were formed. If you missed the release, you can easily find it on social media by the hashtag acrossthekazakhland. One looks at these fabulous landscapes and cannot believe that they are not eternal. From year to year, the weather conditions changes the landscapes beyond recognition. Scientists say that in the next 5,000 to 7,000 years, the mountains can forever disappear from the face of the Earth, and our descendants will be able to see them only in photos or in our show. In the meantime, we return to East Kazakhstan, where Anton continues to explore the Altai territory and get acquainted with the locals. We met Simbat, who agreed to show us how to milk a mare, so we will go with her now. Good evening. The sunset is so beautiful, so here we are at the gate. I guess the mare is over there. What is under our feet? Anton has no idea from which side to approach the mare, but it's never too late to learn, he is sure. Anton is happy like a child. It's the simple joys of life that matter. I was entrusted with a bucket. Milking a mare is not so easy. The mare is milked 5 to 6 times a day, and this should be done very quickly. The milkmaid has no more than 2 minutes. A mare produces about 5 liters of milk per day. Now we have collected a little because she was milked half an hour ago. And now the most interesting moment. In a few minutes, Simbat will share with us the secrets of making kamiz. Well, now we are waiting for the most interesting process. What is that interesting butterfly called? Oh, Anton, it's obvious you are a city dweller. This is a special wooden deck to ferment the milk. A special starter is made from yeast. The fermentation process should take place at a temperature of 18 to 20 degrees. We have to thoroughly shake and mix the milk. I am making kamiz. And how long I must do it? 2 hours. Mare's milk differs from other milk. It has a bluish tint, a peculiar smell, a sour taste, sweet aftertaste, and gives a little tingling on the tip of the tongue. Kamiz contains alcohol ranging from 1 degree to 5 degrees, so if you drink a lot of it, you can have a light buzz in the head. Well, they wouldn't let me go. I have to try kamiz first. Fresh. Tastes fantastic, sour, and I immediately feel boozy. You should drink it at once. Oh my God! Well, good luck to me. The next morning exceeded all our expectations. The night spent in the Altai forest, in the fresh air, gave us a charge of cheerfulness for the whole day ahead. Anton is not yet fully awake. Morning is not his favorite time of the day. We should like to remind you about the competition. If you can repeat one of our photos, post it on the Instagram with the hashtag acrossthekazakhland, you have a chance to win interesting prizes. Time and travel flies by, so this episode is coming to an end. These trips are not easy for us. Some of us feel homesick and are missing our families. One must be strong to endure continuous travel, sleeping outdoors. But our crew is still full of enthusiasm. So this means we have more adventures and travel destinations ahead of us. Continue to follow our exciting trip by using the hashtag acrossthekazakhland. See you soon.